25 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Kupiti, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. It's Good Morning Grenada for today. It's Thursday, the 3rd day of July. Yeah, it's a good day to have a good day in a good way. I hope you had a great night's rest and that you, up and ready facing the challenges of today, because there will be challenges. I hope you know that. And don't run away from the challenge. Don't ever run away. Don't go through it. You understand? And then you'll get rewarded. You'll feel a whole lot better when you do that. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So don't you dare worry. And just know it's a good day to have a good day, right? Nice. It's classic as always, and reaching out to you wherever you are, and just want to encourage you, reminding you that tough times don't last, but tough people do. Yeah. Good morning, Aaron and the guys at A&R Eatery and Bar inside of Pedmota. Good morning to Barrett and Bellplain. Razum. Yeah, good morning to you and the entire family. Jaim and Karim and Derisa, good morning. All you good? Nice. Eggies, good morning, you and Chief. Chief, what going on? Monrepo, good morning. You have to make that V8 and invite me up, right? Yeah, Monrepo has a sauce, a real nice soup that he makes. Specialized for men. It's called the V8. Good morning. Windsor Forest. Yeah. Peppy, good morning to you. My brethren Sheldon Douglas and all the folks inside of Toko Bay. Laura Land, good morning. All right, in the interest of time, let's head into it. The word of the day today, that word is tedious. Tedious. It is spelled Tedious, tedious.
And the doctors gave up on me.
Nice. It means long and tiresome. Long and tiresome.
Times of trouble.
Now here's how we can use that word in a sentence. Copying the document by hand was a tedious task. It took a lot of time and it was tiring.
You are awesome.
Yeah, tedious. The word of the day. Mr. Siddiqui Sylvester, good morning to you, bro. Lauren Salim, good morning to you. How are you doing? Danley Alexis, good morning. Danley says, good morning, bro. How are you? I ain't hear your song yet. Why them fellas and them frighten me off? They scare me off. I ain't interfering with this thing. Let me leave them people thing alone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, too much. Yeah. That's what they expect, right? Nah, it's not going to happen like that. Nah, don't worry. Danley, and for those of you, anxiously awaiting the defense of the king or of the monarch, it's forthcoming. Oswald Pele Dabo, good morning and happy Thanksgiving to you. Good morning, Munich. Good morning, Mama Can. Good morning to you, Kitty Cat and Alwyn and Ariel. Teacher Rufin and Hope. Ross Stumpy Callist and the family. Teacher Kato, good morning to you. Pomerose, good morning. Corinth, Home City. Lassa Jess. Malty and Content. Belial. Tibaid. Morning. It's time to tell him thanks. You know what I'm saying? Huh? This song has a bounce. A real bounce. Time to tell you. Arise. Nice. Thanks, Lauren. Mildred Smith, good morning to you. The quote of the day. Set daily intentions. Choose one thing you aim to accomplish today and focus on it. Small wins need to lead to big progress. Let me repeat that for you. Set daily intentions. Today, it's like, as a teacher, you set your daily forecast. Yeah. Daily intentions. Choose one thing that you aim to accomplish today and focus on it. Small wins lead to big progress. Baby steps. Tyrone Buckmeyer and the folks at Legal Aid and Counseling Clinic, good morning. Tyrone, good morning to you and the family. Miss Judy Benoit, how you do? I've got this quote from my friend, as always, this motivational and inspirational quote. Let me hear what it says this morning. Yep. It's Thursday, all right? Heavenly Father, thank you for your mercy and grace, which woke us up this morning and kept us safe through the night. For bringing us to a brand new day, we bless your holy name. We remain forever grateful for our homes, work, and families, and pray that you will send angels to protect us. May you mend every broken heart, touch all who needs healing, comfort all who mourn, and bless those with financial needs. In the precious name of Jesus. Amen. All right. Can I have an amen to that? Trouble comes your way, and your clouds are dark. Thankful Thursday. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. And the peace of God, which passes all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. And that's quoting from Philippians 4, verses 6 to 7. May this Thursday be filled with love, laughter, gratitude, and joy. Yeah, I claim that. Only Jesus alone can do it. What's buzzing this morning? Well, West Indies face off Australia in the second test today at the National Cricket Stadium. Our Prime Minister promises support to affected communities after telescope quarry blast. CARICOM levels playing field for paint manufacturers with tariff change. In the region, the CIBC Caribbean loses over 14 million TT dollars in an elaborate scam. Internationally, Sean Diddy Combs denied bail after conviction on prostitution charges. This one is a strange one. This one is a strange one. Those of you who have been following that story, there were 5 charges against him. He was found not guilty on 3, and the 3 major ones, he was found guilty on the 2 minor charges, and he was denied bail. So he has to stay behind bars until sentencing sometime later in the month. In sports, Australia aims to clinch the series win and the second of the 3 test matches against Windies. And by doing so, they will retain the Sir Frank Worrell's trophy. It's over 30 years now they had that trophy, you know. Oh, we know it all, yeah. It's only Jesus alone can do it. Only Jesus alone can do it. Folks, don't you go anywhere. The AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather comes up right after these messages. Don't you touch that dial. Only Jesus alone can do it.
Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Bang, well, you know, my name is Boogie B, and this is my partner here, John. Well, you know what's going on? GBN have a big thing coming up on the Canada. I want to beat Little John, and I'm going to beat Little John. You can't beat no anything that is dollar and roti. Yeah. You bring me down the road. Yo, let me sing the truth. No song. Bring it song on the Carnage. I don't have a meeting. Alright, but you don't know, GBN Spice of the Carnage live. Don't forget this year, 2025, Boogie B, Little John. Yo, mass. I'm gonna be there. He's gonna be there. You don't be the way them y'all getting on ya, they making me hunger. I don't know how long I gotta do it again. They shaking their bumper, they raising me temper. I'm right in the center, y'all are feeling a pain.
This is the GBN Morning News for today, Thursday, July 3rd, 2025. Coming up in the news, West Indies face Australia in second test today at the National Cricket Stadium. Prime Minister promises support for affected communities after telescope quarry blast. CARICOM leaders levels a playing field for paint manufacturers with a tariff change. In the region, CIBC Caribbean loses over $14 million, TT that is, in elaborate scam. Internationally, Sean Diddy Combs denied bail after conviction on prostitution charges. And in sports, Australia aims to clinch series win in second test against West Indies. We've got the details to these and more after these messages.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates, and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. I am Gordon Joseph in with the details. The highly anticipated second test between the West Indies and Australia is set to begin today at the National Cricket Stadium. As the teams prepare to face off, West Indies men's team manager Roy Lewis is urging all locals to come out and show their support. Lewis is calling on Grenadians to fill the stands and cheer on their team, making for an electric atmosphere in the stadium.
To my people in Grenada, everyone on the Spice Island, Grenada, Carriacou and Peter Matnick, this is Roy Lewis, the manager of the West Indies men's team. Do come out to the National Stadium to support the West Indies team in full colors. Wear your maroon, and please, we need your support to help Craig in his 100th test match right here on the Spice Island. You can get your tickets at the tickets office or at windiscricket.com.
That was Grenada's Roy Lewis, the manager of the West Indies senior men's team. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell has assured citizens that his government will work with Gravel and Concrete Corporation to provide support to the communities affected by the massive explosion at the Telescope Quarry on Tuesday evening. During a town hall meeting in St. Patrick on Wednesday night, the Prime Minister vowed to minimize the inconvenience and disruption caused by the blast. The explosion occurred when Gravel and Concrete attempted to destroy a cache of unstable explosives stored at the SSU camp in St. George's. The explosives, previously used for blasting at the Telescope Quarry, had become unstable due to their prolonged storage and the conditions in which they were kept. The Commissioner of Police and his team had granted permission for the destruction, which was carried out by the Gravel and Concrete team. However, the method used was deemed not prudent and resulted in a massive unintended explosion. The Tuesday afternoon blast caused significant damage to the surrounding area, including the Gravel and Concrete building, a police vehicle, and several properties in Grenville and Telescope. 4 people, including a police officer, were hospitalized and later discharged. In response to the incident, the Prime Minister announced that a hotline will be set up to address the needs of those impacted. He also promised to take legislative and policy action to address safety concerns in the construction industry. The government has taken over the destruction of the remaining explosives to ensure it is carried out safely and controlled. The incident highlights the need for greater emphasis on safety in the construction industry, which has been criticized for its lack of attention to safety protocols. The government has pledged to work with stakeholders to prevent such incidents in the future and protect the rights of workers and communities. A recent decision by the Council for Trade and Economic Development, quoted, is set to bring fairness in the paint and varnish industry in the CARICOM region. The Common External Tariff (CET) on paints and varnishes will be altered to 35% effective July 1st, 2026. This change is the result of region-wide collaboration and is expected to eliminate unfair trading practices. The CARICOM Private Sector Organization, CPSO, has welcomed the expressed support for the decision, which was driven by paint manufacturing companies in the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States and backed by manufacturers in other CARICOM countries. The CPSO had coordinated the technical work behind the request for the tariff change, and the new rate is expected to create a more level playing field for manufacturers in the region. And finally, Justin Winston Anderson will be sworn in as the 4th President of the Caribbean Court of Justice, the CCJ, on Sunday during the 49th regular meeting of the CARICOM Conference of Heads of Government. The ceremony will be attended by several dignitaries, including the Governor General of Jamaica, Sir Patrick Allen, who will administer the oath. Remarks will also be given by the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Dr. Andrew Holness, and the outgoing CCJ President, Mr. Justice Adrian Saunders. Other notable speakers include the Prime Minister of Belize, John Briceño, and the Secretary General of CARICOM, Dr. Carla Barnett. The swearing-in ceremony marks a significant change in leadership for the CCJ and is an important event for the Caribbean region. Now that concludes the local segment of news. The regional and international developments, along with the sports and the weather, they are straight ahead. region, a major scam has hit the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, the CIBC, in Trinidad and Tobago, with over 14 million TT dollars stolen. The bank's managing director reportedly received fake directives via WhatsApp and email, prompting him to transfer funds to external accounts in Hong Kong, Singapore, and Bulgaria. An investigation revealed 19 transactions, with some accounts now closed and a portion of the money returned. However, an estimated 9.4 million TT dollars remains unaccounted for. The bank has declined to comment on the matter, which is still being investigated. Authorities suspect a sophisticated phishing scam was used to obtain personal information and carry out the fraud. The incident has raised concerns about the security of financial transactions in the region. The fraud squad is still probing the case to determine the extent of the scam and recover the remaining stolen funds. UN officials warn that Haiti's capital, Port-au-Prince, may face a total collapse of state presence due to armed gangs growing control. Gang violence affects all aspects of life, and the local police and a multinational support mission have been unable to restore order. The UN is calling for increased international action to prevent a collapse, which would be costly and complex to recover from. Jamaica will host the 49th CARICOM Heads of Government Conference from July 6th to 8th in Montego Bay. The event brings together Caribbean leaders to discuss common challenges and strengthen the region. Business stakeholders see the conference as an opportunity for action, collaboration, and growth, particularly in tourism, which is a vital factor of the Jamaica's economy. The summit will focus on economic recovery, sustainable development, and tourism, with new CARICOM chairman, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, leading the discussions. Looking further afield, Sean Diddy Combs was denied bail on Wednesday after being convicted on federal prostitution charges. The music mogul was found guilty of 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, each carrying a maximum sentence of 10 years in prison. Combs was acquitted of more serious racketeering and sex trafficking charges that could have resulted in life imprisonment. The verdict came after 7 weeks of intense testimony in which prosecutors accused Combs of leading a decades-long criminal enterprise. Combs showed relief and gratitude as the verdicts were read, shaking hands with his lawyer and thanking the jury. He will now wait for sentencing, having been denied release until then. President Trump's tax and spending bill is headed back to the House after narrowly passing the Senate with Vice President J.D. Vance's tie-breaking vote. The bill faces a fractured Republican-controlled House where internal divisions may stall progress. A vote is expected as early as Wednesday, but passage is uncertain due to concerns over the national deficit and cuts to healthcare and social programs. The bill's fate will shape Trump's legislative legacy and the nation's fiscal policy for years to come, with a July 4th deadline looming. And finally, the World Health Organization, the WHO, is urging countries to increase the price of tobacco, alcohol, and sugary drinks by at least 50% by 2035. This price hike aims to raise public revenue and reduce chronic diseases such as heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. According to the WHO, a 50% price increase could prevent 50 million premature deaths over the next 50 years. The organization believes that health taxes are an effective tool in reducing consumption of harmful products and generating revenue for healthcare and education. With non-communicable diseases accounting for over 75% of global deaths, the WHO's 3 by 35 initiative aims aims to address this issue. Increasing taxation could generate an extra $1 trillion in public revenue over the next decade, and the WHO points to the success of tobacco tax increases in nearly 140 countries as evidence that large-scale change is possible. That's the regional and international news. Stay with us, folks. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. Good morning, sporting fans. Cricket, lovely cricket. And we hear that the second test between Australia and the West Indies begins today, with Australia seeking to retain the Frank Worrell Trophy. The match will be played at the National Cricket Stadium, a venue where Australia has never played a test before. Steve Smith is expected to return to the Australian lineup after recovering from a finger injury, providing a boost to the team's batting lineup. The West Indies will look to leaders Roston Chase and Shai Hope to inspire them while celebrating former Test captain Craig Brathwaite's 100th Test match. The home side has a good record in Grenada, having won the last test against England by 10 wickets. The toss is expected to be crucial, with the team batting second, having won all 3 previous test victories at the venue. Meanwhile, West Indies head coach Darren Sammy has spoken out about allegations of sexual assault made against a West Indies player, stating that justice must be served, but emphasizing the importance of following the right process. The allegations, which date back to 2023, have been reported in the media, but no charges have been laid. Sammy expressed his commitment to supporting the player and ensuring that due process is followed, while also emphasizing the need for justice for all parties involved. And still in cricket, Shimron Hetmyer scored an unbeaten 78 of 37 balls to lead the Seattle Ochras to their 3rd consecutive win, defeating the San Francisco Unicorns in the MLC 2025. Hetmyer's heroic innings helped the Ochras recover from a shaky start, overcoming a 56-for-4 deficit to win by 4 wickets. He stitched crucial stands with Henrik Klassen and Aaron Jones to seal the win in the final over. This victory marks the Orcas' 3rd win after 5 straight losses, while the Unicorns have lost 2 games in a row after winning 6 consecutive matches. Hetmyer's outstanding form continues, following his unbeaten 97 and 64 in previous games. That's all the sports we've got at this time. We'll have more sports for you during our luncheon edition and, of course, in our primetime newscast. Folks, I urge you all to go on down to the National Cricket Stadium and enjoy cricket. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
Folks, for the latest weather forecast, we join forecaster Andre Charles at the forecast desk at the MBIA. Good morning, Andre.
Good morning to you and good morning, listeners, all general public. And here's what for today, Thursday, the 3rd July, 2025. Currently, Point Saline is partly cloudy. Winds are from the east at 14 miles per hour. Barometric pressure 16.4 millibars. That's above normal and rising. Present temperature 27.5 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 83%. Yesterday's maximum temperature 31.7 degrees Celsius. Last night's minimum 26.5 degrees Celsius. over the past 24 hours. No rainfall was recorded. Hence, the total for the month remains at 0 millimeters. Now to have a look at the forecast, both for today and tonight. Today we expect some fair and slightly hazy conditions with cloudiness increasing during the afternoon, with brief isolated showers becoming more frequent during the night. Maximum temperature 31.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east northeasterly to east southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate, waves up to 5 feet in open waters. Tides will be high at 9:45 a.m., low at 4 p.m. Sunset today at 6:36, rises tomorrow at 5:47. Just a repeat of the forecast, both for today and tonight. Fair and slightly hazy, with cloudiness increasing during the afternoon, with brief isolated showers becoming more frequent during the night. Maximum temperature 31.5 degrees Celsius. I'm Andre Shells, reporting from the Met Office. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Andre. Have yourself a wonderful day now.
Thanks, same to you.
All right, folks, the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick and Thompson Company Limited. It's 6 minutes after 7 o'clock. To end the news, a recap of the headlines. West Indies face Australia in second test today at the National Cricket Stadium. Prime Minister promises support to affected communities after telescope quarry blast. CARICOM levels playing field for paint manufacturers with tariff change. In the region, CIBC Caribbean loses over 14 million TT dollars in an elaborate scam. Internationally, Sean Diddy Combs denied bail after conviction on prostitution charges. And in sports, Australia aims to clinch series win in the second test against West Indies, which starts today at the Grenada National Cricket Stadium. That has been the morning edition of news for today, Thursday, July 3rd, 2025. On behalf of the entire news department, I'm Gordon Joseph, thanking you for viewing and listening, wishing you a productive day, and extending that invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere. And don't forget, the traffic report comes up just under 4 minutes' time. Stick and stay with us.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates, and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wiring accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, homes, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Attention all divers, snorkelers and underwater enthusiasts. Effective May 15th, 2025, all visitors to the renowned Mullinaire Underwater Sculpture Park will be required to pay a small fee of US $3.50 or EC $10 per person. These fees are essential to support the ongoing maintenance and repairs of the sculptures, as well as the development of new features to ensure the park remains a world-class attraction. Payment can be made through the Grenada Tourism Authority's online payment portal, available on the Pure Grenada website, www.puregrenada.com. We thank you for your support in enhancing this extraordinary underwater product. This announcement is brought to you by the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, dedicated to protecting and conserving Grenada's resources for the enjoyment of all.
Well, folks, it's 11 minutes after 7 o'clock, and at this time I join Corporal Troy Paul of the Traffic Department of the RGPF for this morning's traffic report. A very busy morning in the town it will be today, Corporal.
Most definitely, and all because we have international cricket happening right here in our lovely Spice Island, Grenada, and definitely we'll have some traffic for persons heading to the games, even the teams coming, which they are located at Grenada and St. George, so they will be traversing along the Grenada Public Road. So expect some delays along as you get along those routes heading to the National Stadium. However, the purpose of this morning is to give you some traffic update, and so far the traffic is quiet in most of our towns and all its adjoining roads. We have no accidents, no obstruction at the moment to report, so our roads are free so that drivers can traverse to the various destinations freely, and you can get to work on time. However, I've just passed through the Calvini heading on to the Toby Road, and we have already seen some traffic in that area. It is moderate at the time. We expect to build because that's the traffic that heads onto the Grandlands Public Road and take all the Eastern Main Road vehicles along with the Woburn Public Road. And also Grandlands Public Road has reported seeing some traffic as well. I am in the town of St. George on the Canals, to be precise, and the traffic is lightly flowing. so that is a good sign. However, we expect it to build a little, not to the point where we have congestion, but we expect it to build a little. But we know that school is about to close, some today and some tomorrow, so that is a good sign for motorists along our roads today. I just wanted, that would be all in terms of our traffic reports. However, the traffic arrangements, which I have reported yesterday, I just want persons to familiarize themselves with it as they traverse along the road, so that they would not be caught in any traffic situation as they traverse along those roads. So the general public is hereby notified that the following traffic arrangement will be in effect for the international test match at the National Stadium, which starts today, Thursday the 3rd, to Monday the 7th of July. The game is Australia versus West Indies. All vehicular traffic entering the National Stadium will use the Queen's Park Ring Road from the intersection of Cherry Hill or Mount Rush. No vehicular traffic will be allowed to enter the National Stadium from the Green Bridge entrance. Vehicular traffic via the Humbag Bridge will be restricted to allow for VIPs, dignitaries only, and persons with special permits from the National Celebration Committee. No entry areas will be. All vehicular traffic will not be allowed to in the following areas: Old Fort from its intersection with Lucas Street, Cemetery Hill from its junction with Church Street, Humbag Bridge from its junction with River Road, so you not go onto the stadium from that unless you're a dignitary or you with their special permit. The Ring Road from its junction with the Mount Rush Public Road in the direction of the Humbag Bridge, and also the Mount Rush Public Road from the top of the hill towards the direction of the stadium. So if you're coming out from Mungie direction and you're using the Mount Rush Public Road, you will not be able to go down to the Ring Road from that direction. Our public parking areas will be available in the following areas. In the Athletic Stadium, that will be the concrete area in front of the Kiriani James Athletic Stadium, and also the Wesley College playing field. The area which we normally refer to as Gate 6, that area will facilitate parking for persons with special access passes only. So the public would not be parking in those areas. And parking in front of the National Stadium adjacent to the River Road will be restricted to the following: VIPs, dignitary only, and person with special permit from the National Celebration Committee. So that will be the VIP area that will be after you exit onto the Humbag Bridge. That first left that you take, we have VIP, dignitaries, and persons with special passes. Our one-way road. So before I go on no parking zones, no parking will be allowed in the following areas on either side of the road: Melville Street from the Fish Market right up to Cherry Hill, Queen's Park Public Road from its junction with the Green Bridge to the National Stadium, River Road from Purcell Lumber Yard right to the roundabout, which we call Keep Left, or in the area of Blackwater Crematorium, Mount Rush Public Road from its junction with the Ring Road, the National Stadium main entrance public way from the Green Bridge, and the Stadium Ring Road. Our one-way roads will be one-way traffic to the direction of Mungie, and that will be the conclusion of the games. So if you're coming out from the Tempe direction, once it becomes possible, we will close that road if the traffic becomes heavy, and only buses will be exempted from scene. And our emergency route will be from the National Stadium will be up Cemetery Hill. You go down Church Street and to the General Hospital. And to facilitate that emergency route, that is in effect so that we can facilitate our emergency route in the process of the games. Persons will only be allowed to vend on the seaside of the main public way along the western corridor, and no vending will be allowed along the Queen's Park Public Road from the Green Bridge to the main main entrance of the National Stadium or any other area in the vicinity of the National Stadium, which include the Stadium Ring Road. And the traffic department want to advise persons that they should adhere to those traffic regulations at the time. And this morning, I just want to touch a little on obstruction, unnecessary obstruction. Persons parking along roadways, leaving their vehicles overnight, and heading into the rush hour. And we have a lot of congestions are caused by those action of persons. And I want to that if you're parked in those areas, especially and causing unnecessary obstructions and so on, you can be ticketed, clamped, or being towed as a result of your action. And this morning, as we normally would tell persons every morning, if you're texting,
who's driving?
Who's driving?
Have a good one. I know you have your task cut out for you and your team today, but I know your team, you are very capable, and all the best for the day.
Thank you very much.
Well, not just for the day, for the next 4 days, 5 days.
Yes, for the next 4-5 days. Thank you very much, and all the best to your team at the GBN as well.
Have a good one. Folks, that has been the traffic report for this morning, a very comprehensive one indeed. We take a commercial break. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
I'm ready to defend my crown. Iguana will be performing live, defending Grenada Soca Monarch. All they think a little curry meet me on the stage. July 25th, 31st, and August 8th. Meet me on the stage.
We wild, we in style. When you see me chilling on that branch by myself, no company, no friends. Oh my gosh, I stumble when I meet till I tumble. Woman come in a bungle, wanna come from the jungle. Oh my gosh, I stumble when I meet till I tumble. Woman come in a bungle, wanna come from the jungle.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous, with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well-deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits. Terms and conditions apply. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
It's 23 minutes after 7 o'clock, and welcome to the conversation this morning. Before I do that, I want to say a special good morning and happy birthday to the following people. Lydia James, my good friend. I think you're in Toronto. As you know, my belated mom would say Toronto. Yeah, happy birthday to you, girl. Enjoy it to the fullest. Former student of mine, Shanilyn Thomas, you're celebrating your birthday today as well. Happy birthday to you. Jeff Lalji, good morning to you. Teacher Edison Francis, El Profesor, good morning and happy birthday to you. All right, enjoy your days to the fullest, man. And, it's all good. All right, and I also want to say a very special good morning to Mr. Jogi and the family out there in Moya. Good morning to you and your dear wife. Hope you all are doing fine. Also, my tall partner right here in River Road, man. Good morning to you. I really had to get the name right, you understand? But have a great day as always. Do what you do best. Enjoy what you do. Andre Jerome, good morning to you, my brother. You and your entire family. Mom, good morning. Hope you all are doing fine. All right, lovely. Now let's get to a conversation. We've got 40 minutes or 35 minutes. I am not going to specify a topic. I'm going to be democratic this morning and give you the opportunity to speak about anything. When I say anything, I mean anything that is worthy of being heard or said on air, right? Remember, we have to be mindful at times that whenever we speak, especially here on this network, our voices are heard worldwide. So we have to, sometimes stream our language and, ensure that we speak so that when outsiders hear us, they don't say, well, it's a set of mad people are living in this place. You understand? So I'll give you the opportunity. If there's anything that you'd like to get to the fore, this is your opportunity to do just that. I don't know who wants to talk about cricket. What are your thoughts? Do you think West Indies can make it in this test? The thing about West Indies cricket for me is the fact that there's so much uncertainty. In the previous test, it was a problem with the bowlers. Now the bowlers came through, the batsmen failed. I don't know. I really don't know where and what to do. But nonetheless, it's all good. So give me a call. I'm not saying that's cricket we're talking about. There's a lot to be spoken about. I will not give a topic. So call me, 435-2041, and let's have a conversation. Let's see who's going to be the first caller this morning. All right. Yep. Okay, we do have a caller here. Let's go to our telephone WhatsApp platform and say, good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning.
Hi, welcome to the program.
Right. I want to make a correction to Constable George. No, he keeps speaking of traffic going to Toby coming from the Eastern Main Road.
That's Corporal Paul.
Corporal Paul, sorry. The road is the Springs Calvini Road.
Springs Calvini Road, okay.
The Eastern Main Road is from Mount Helicon roundabout to Sotes.
Okay.
Right, he keep making that error.
Okay. All right. Okay, thanks for, sharing that with us. Okay, thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
All right, good. All right, folks, it's 27 minutes after 7 o'clock. That is the time. 435-2041. That's the number to call. Let's go back to our telephone line and say good morning.
Morning, sir.
Hi, welcome to the program.
Yeah, let's wish the cricket team, West Indies, like you said, they all come out positive for the game these next few days. But I was trying to contact DM and the PM to bring it up to par with the Senate and the cabinet. If they could add to the seed program for transportation for the seniors and disabled. I hope people, the relative authorities are listening, because they have family too, have to get to relevant places, most important places, the hospital and food. I hope they'll take that into consideration and put that, add that to the seed program. Have a blessed day.
You too. Have a good one, my friend. Have a good one yourself. Let's go to our WhatsApp platform and say good morning.
Hey, good morning, Innocent.
Hi, morning. How you do?
Hey, not too bad at all.
What's the weather like?
Not too bad. Oh, we got great weather, man.
What is great weather?
We're gonna be somewhere in the 80s. Well, somewhere in the 80s.
Okay.
As long as it's not freezing, it's great weather.
Okay. All right. Enjoy that.
In the ice on the ground, then we could say great weather.
Yeah. Okay.
First, okay. The reason for my call last night, the other town hall in McDonald College, and then I want to give hats up to the two MPs in St. Patrick. To see the amount of progress that they're making. And one of the things that I was really touched by is when the Prime Minister was saying about the amount of project, especially, Maddy's Bridge, Monfenju, Snellal, and he talked about the many works that will be coming. And something that was really important to hear when he spoke about the Breakwater project, I was very, very taken by that. And then the question that the people asking the audience was really great questions too. So I want to say congratulations to the people that was in the audience and to ask so much of great question, and the answers was really precise. Another thing I want to talk about this morning, I was listening to a program, Play the Cause, and there was a lady that called, and she said that every time the Prime Minister left Grenada, we don't know about it, and then why he leaving Andy. Well, this is false, because every time the Prime Minister leave, you could go to the GIS website where the Prime Minister will announce he's out for a certain amount of date and what time he will be back, and then Andy will be the person that holding that post until he come back. Another guy talked about corruption, about the Prime Minister said that there is not widespread corruption. The question was asked to the Prime Minister on DM with PM if there is widespread corruption in Grenada concerning the latter. And the Prime Minister said as far as he knows, there is no widespread corruption. But now, Levan Roman going to twist it.
Hold on. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I do.
All right. The person asked the question as it pertains to widespread corruption where?
In Grenada, in Tulato, and with the housing. And the Prime Minister say, as far as I know, there is no widespread corruption in Grenada. You could go back to the tape. It's DM with PM. It was on Tuesday at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
So when people come in on the radio and try to twist the thing and trying to make it like the Prime Minister, there is say that there is not a widespread corruption, meaning there is corruption, but there is a little bit. I mean, that is false, and we have to stop doing that. You understand? The government doing good. If you want to be the movement. Promote the movement. But don't run down a government that is doing good. And that's the best we ever see since after the revolution. You understand? Have a great day, and I'm looking forward to your Calypso, brother.
Yeah, I know that. You want to be a patriot, right? Oh, God. Have a good day, bro.
Have a good day, bro.
Have a good one. All right, folks, it's 28 minutes on to 8 o'clock. That is the time. All right, someone says here, good morning. Wishing West Indies all the best today. Hope they will be the best and beat Australia. All the best from Heather. All right, let's go back to the telephone line and say good morning.
Good morning, Innocent.
Hi, welcome. How you do?
Pretty okay now.
All right.
I want to share something this morning. It's basically a suggestion to the government. Grenada is a small place. And, one of the things that and especially coming in this season where you have a lot of children entering into secondary school and all of those things, there is a lot of reliance on the government to provide some of the basic necessities for children entering secondary school. And one of the things that I observe as a man and as a father of children myself is that the fathers, some of them don't take up their responsibility as they should. And that, in its sense, has caused the government to take up that responsibility for the fathers. Some of them are working, they're in a position to maintain the children, but they are not doing that. So some of the mothers are left to rely on the government, whatever, to assist them to go to school. I would like to ask the government make a suggestion to them that they put in law, they legislate that men, if you have an issue with the paternity of your child, go have a DNA. But you cannot be impregnating women, and them children are out there, and you are not maintaining them, especially when it reaches a stage where they have to go to secondary school, and the state have to take up that responsibility.
Well, I endorse that, and I even want to go further. It's not just a matter of provision for school and so forth, but it is my opinion that the societal decay that we are seeing today is all because of the absence, or not all, but mostly because of the absence of fathers in the children's lives. So, I mean, this is such a big point. That point needs a whole week to discuss, because the absence of father figures in children's lives has a plethora of complications with it. So it's not just a matter of maintaining a child. I mean, there are some big men in society that go out there, have their nice family at home, but they go out there and sow their oats and so forth, and they are able to just at the end of every month put a $400-500 on an account so that the mother could send the child to school and maintain the child. But what's about the moral support and that father figure in the life of the child? So hence the reason why I am thinking that's one of the reasons why we're seeing so much bad behavior among especially our young men and young ladies as well. So that's a big topic.
That is so correct. I look at the graduation ceremony yesterday, and some of that, what I'm speaking about, was evident. Some of the young, my girls and them when they graduated, they was not afraid to hug their father. It was something where they embrace, because you had this close, natural relationship with them that, they're not fearful of hugging you in public. I see some of them, the father had to, is this half-hearted, one hand kind of wrong your ways. No.
Yeah.
We need to do that, and I'm seriously I'm suggesting that the government take that approach in terms of legislating that, because I know there are some women who, they have no control over their body. And they go there and they have children for Tom, Dick, and Harry. And then some of them, guys and MJ. They know some of those guys and them are irresponsible, but they still going to make children for them. And the children are in an unfortunate situation that they are not responsible for the mother's action.
Right.
And, but I think there should be a law that enforces the thing where a father have to donate a specific amount of money to his child upbringing. And when I speak about this, I just use that as an example where, I know a lot of things is needed for the child, where the child have to be. Don't wait until a woman takes you to court. The child is yours. Look after the child.
Yeah.
Whether it's material thing, whether it's financial, look after that child. So the burden of the state is removed. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And things. The recent, and I will speak to that. I'm not afraid to speak to that. That young man who recently get himself in trouble with this recent homicide, is that a result of absentee father?
Well, I don't know about that. So
no, I'm speaking. I can speak to it.
Okay.
Because I had the opportunity to be in charge of him at one time.
Oh,
it's
okay.
unfortunate,
Okay.
and I blame the mother to a certain extent of not taking up the responsibility of when he do things wrong to say to him, "You are wrong." And these things instill things in children that what they're doing is right. You understand? And then look what have eventually happened. He's in prison for killing a young person.
Okay.
So let us as fathers take up that responsibility, because at the end of the day, what we find happening is that our boys end up in a lot of trouble because they have that absenteeism in the fathers in the life with fathers.
That could be solved easily if you're not prepared to go the long distance, because people think that copulating is just about the 5 or the 30 seconds pleasure. It's much more than that. If you're not prepared to go the long distance, then bag it up. Simple as that.
But the responsibility is not just on the fathers, it's on the women as well.
Well, of course. Thank you, caller. Thank you,
and have a good morning.
Have a good one. Folks, it's 22 minutes on to 8 o'clock. We take a commercial break. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Fly the Jones swoosh, it's Lava Man, and you already know the energy. It's all about GBN Spice of the Carnat Soca Mona competition. This year is going to be greater, bolder, more exciting than ever. And it's all about the quarterfinals on the 25th of July. The 31st of July will be the semi-finals, and August 8th, finals. Artists, if you think you have what it takes to own the stage, now is your chance. Get there, be there, see you there. Lava Man, the real mad one. Fly the Jones, swoosh, GBN Spice of the Carnat Soca Mona competition.
Grenada, time to get charged up for the Fuller Energy Home Series as West Indies takes on Australia in a fiery test match from July 3rd to 7th at the National Cricket Stadium from 10 a.m. each day. Free entry plus fun activities for children under 16 years old. Adult tickets start at just $5 per match day. Let's rally with the men in maroon. Go to windiscricket.com to secure your tickets now. West Indies is back in the spice aisle, and we full of energy. West Indies going higher, full of energy.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates, and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners. It's 16 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Let's accommodate this WhatsApp caller. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Greetings to you, Mr. Sant.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you, and you?
I am alive and so very thankful it's not funny.
Yes. I just like to make a little comment before I make my substantive point about the caller who spoke about the parenting, fathers not doing that, and your response is quite in place, because I'm always saying that because fathers are not playing their role as they're supposed to, there is a great burden on the state and other family members to provide for these children, which they by their doing cause to come into the world. But I always say we have to go back to God, as a lot of Christians in our society, we have to go back to God's word. We have to teach our children that sex is for marriage between a man and a woman, that as the world define it, and put stiffer penalty in place for rape, because a lot of young girls are getting raped and have to bring children in the world prematurely. So that's my point. But I want to talk about Sprat this morning. Mr. Innocent, I like sardines, but no, I'm not liking the sardines that I'm getting from the grocery stores. Sometimes 2 pieces in a can, they're very salty. Some of them, they have the eggs in it, and I'm really not enjoying the sardines we're getting now.
Okay.
And they're very expensive. But in addition to that, I like Sprat. Sprat is sardines.
Yes.
But you're not getting Sprat anymore. The last time I get some Sprat was 2020. Some fisher, I was on Grenada Beach early in the morning, and some fisher folk pulling the seine. I like to see how they pull the seine in. They'll make good exercise for the shoulder. So I went and helped pull seine. Well, Mr. Cloud and Sam Cloud was there. He does walk Grenada Beach and Mons. I don't know if he does it now. And he helped pull seine too. And I asked the fisher folk what they're doing with the Sprat. They said they're throwing it back in the water. Well, both me and Mr. Cloud pick up Sprat first, so I get a good food to go home with.
Nice.
And I think we get that on 3 occasions. But since then, I haven't got no Sprat. Long ago, my grandmother and them used to get the Sprat, roast it on a galvanized sheeting. They put the galvanized sheeting over some wood fire, the coal pot at the fireside, and they roasted it.
You pong it with onion and garlic and some pepper. And,
you know the thing.
Of course.
That thing delicious.
Yes.
I can't get Sprat now because they tell me they just throw them back in the water. I use them for bait. Sprat is very healthy for us. So what I'm saying, Mr. Innocent, again, I like the boat thing. If a boat can't come here with sardine, we have with Sprat. We have Sprat. Very healthy, very delicious, very good for the heart.
Okay.
Thank you, sir, for giving me the opportunity to voice my opinion and run my mouth. Have a wonderful day.
You have a great one.
I hope everybody will enjoy that cricket.
See you in the cricket. See you in the cricket, all right? Okay. All right. Let's take this other WhatsApp call here and say good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Innocent.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Listen, I had to call this morning when I hear the conversation about dads. Okay. I have to put my little 2 pence in, right? Listen, I'm a great father. I'm a single father, and I mind my children. I will walk the street bare skin to make sure my children have things, right? And they don't live with me. I have my children all the school holidays. I have them sometime when the mother wants to do something. I don't care if she's got a man or not, which she has, right? I'm doing everything for my children possibly, yeah? Because I didn't really grow up with a dad as such, because my mom came to England and my dad stayed in Grenada. So I was brought up by a single lady, right? Single mom. Let me tell you something. It's happening all over, not only in Grenada. You notice it more in Grenada because it's small, but it's happening in the diaspora too, right? Now, a lot of the ladies are at fault. They make bad choices, man. They don't want good man again. They want the bad man, them will take them to the rough. No, I'm telling you, honest to God, I'm talking from experience.
Okay.
Right? And a lot of the ladies in Grenada, the man come down in the diaspora. They're looking at Grenadian woman because they come from down there. You know what I mean? They want to marry a Grenadian woman. You know it already. The Grenadian woman, them using them. They're having 2 and 3 men. When you turn your back and you know the time different, they're having the man wrong and all kind of thing and bleeding the man come from the diaspora. And that's what's going on. Listen, there's a God above us.
Right.
Tell them women down in Grenada that. They need to mind the way.
You sound like you're talking. You sound like you're talking from experience, man.
Talking from experience, yes.
Okay.
That happened to me in Grenada. You understand? I ain't lying. Look, why I need to lie for? And it's not about having shame.
Okay.
The woman down there no good, man.
Hey, no, listen. Hold on. I will not have you saying that about my Grenadian ladies. All right? Some people.
I love the Grenadian woman same way.
Some people are just cultured differently. Some people are just cultured differently. You know, sharing is caring.
Listen, I love Grenadian woman as a Grenadian man.
Okay.
But let me tell you, I only could talk about Grenadian woman. I can't talk about Jamaican woman because I don't go in Jamaica.
Okay.
When I come down there, right, I want my woman. But she can't come with 2 and 3 man. When I come back, you know what I mean?
You're bordering on a very thin line there. Watch it, trim your language, okay? Have a good day.
Yeah, have a good day.
Have a good day. This is going in at. Let's accommodate this caller. Good morning. We lost that caller there. All right, folks. It's 10 minutes away from 8 o'clock. That is our time. The conversation continues. Come on, you can't be bashing my Grenadian ladies like that. Of course not. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Morning, Innocent. Morning to Innocent and the viewers.
Welcome.
I don't even know where to start, but I would say that first of all, you can't give what you don't have. When you look at how we've been producing people, or if you should say use the word people, but sometimes even I wonder if it's people we're producing rather than just animals, to be honest. Because for most of us, or quite a number of us, we behave from an animalistic point of view. And having allegedly been cultured, use the word cultured, we were hoping that we would behave in a sort of orderly, responsible way, but that is not the case. And a number of things that have been said this morning, some are true, some are not true. But I think context. You have the dismantling of the family, and by this I mean the breakdown in the extended family, people, the effect of migration on our people, and all of that. But you can't give what you don't have. And tell me whenever, where, and what part of the person's development he was taught what is a father, and what is a mother, and what is be like, or even shown example models. There's lack of models here. But I want to touch on another issue. You know, recently we had the OS meeting in Antigua. And it's amazing that it's almost like if nothing happened. I mean, a major meeting like that. You know, we had it in 1977. In fact, Antigua had been boasting that they are the smallest island, which is true, in fact, but as if maybe the first time. But they're saying that they're the smallest island to host that assembly. And I thought that we should give more coverage, and as I've been in the past. Similarly, tomorrow, I think, would be the beginning of the CARICOM Summit Heads of Government. And I don't think we are doing justice to our people to really in the coverage, in the build-up for people really appreciating that common heritage that we in the Caribbean have, and also the effort to unify us to the various endeavors, the last one being CARICOM. So I think we need to really step up and find a way. I know also that most of the radio stations and other entities are privately owned, so this is one of the fallback on what we see in market, being led by the market. But let me go back to the father thing, and then I'll end right now. You know, one of the problems we have is the failure of the patriarchy. We have to do away with the patriarchy. The patriarchy has been a failure from its inception. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, caller. Thank you so much for your contribution there. It's 6 minutes away from 8 o'clock. At 8, we'll try to engage with the BBC. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning.
A pleasant good morning to you. I must compliment you for this program because it is a very, very good program. And what is lacking the proper parental care and guidance. But what I want to talk about is that the Caribbean and Africa, they have intention to have a trade relationship. And I don't know whether they have decided on a common currency. I would prefer if they have some other currency that they can use, not the American currency. Why the black man in America has been advantaged. He had invented this, he invented that, the white man take it up because they had no way of coming forward with it, and the inventions and all the things, stuff like I could name all of them. What I think should happen is that the two nations should get their common currency that they can use. To listeners, I might be sounding naive and low-minded and whatever things you would want to say, but I think it is time, if you're going to get into that trade relationship, that you come to some common terms, as I mentioned, not American, because they can say, all right, I'm charging you for using my currency, and again, you can have problems. So I think that they should get it together quite seriously and decide on something positive. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. It's 4 minutes away. I want to say good morning to my good friend all the way in Los Angeles. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning.
Mr. Joseph.
Good morning. Welcome.
Greetings. Mr. Joseph, there is a matter in the air in this here country these days relative to quote-unquote amendments or an amendment to the so-called Constitution of Grenada. And I think it is very lightly touched on. A couple of mornings ago, you had Mr. Ned there, but the time was so short, we didn't have sufficient, to give our views, extended views on the matter. And you also promised to see if you can host something.
Well,
have you done any work on that, Mr.
It's
Joseph?
forthcoming. I'm happy to announce that it's forthcoming. Hopefully we would have either 4 or 6 weeks program once a week, a full hour of it, having different people come talk on the issue.
Hallelujah. And when will it start, Mr. Joseph, sir?
I do not.
Because listen, man, I'm turbocharged.
I can hear that.
And I'm ready to go. Too many nuances in this discussion with these CC birds and the CCR. You know why CC birds are going out to extinction? Because they can't even make a proper nest. You know that, Mr. Joseph? I'm waiting for them.
Okay.
We have to clarify this issue. Too much bluff. Down with colonialism now. It's agents and otherwise vestiges. Am I waiting, Mr. Joseph? Am I waiting?
It's forthcoming. I can tell you that.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
You too. Have a good one, citizen. At least I made someone happy this morning. I'm so happy to have done that. All right, it's 2 minutes away from 8 o'clock. At 8, we join the BBC. Hope you're doing fine, yeah? Nice. You and the family. The folks at the Morris Bishop International Airport, good morning. All and sundry there. Doesn't matter which department you're attached to, but... And as a people, don't forget to be at our best today and always. You know, the only competition you should be involved in as it relates to life is competing with yourself to be a better person than you were yesterday. That's what I try to do. I've realized that competing with others, except it's in an active, competition, a race, or the Calypso Monarch or something like that, it's useless. Compete with you to be better than you were yesterday. Good morning.
Well, thank you very much. Pleasant good morning. Well, we don't have much time, so let me see if I could run through it quickly. First of all, on a different radio station this morning, I heard, what I'm saying is principle involved. And the acting Prime Minister, he has all the glory, most and whatnot, etc. But this morning, I heard a different caller, speaking about a deacon. And, I find it kind of strange anyway. But let me just talk about principle. Now, principle. There's a principle in everything, In everything that we do, there's principle. Thou shalt and thou shalt not. I come up with this principle, this advice here. People's responsibility involving nations' credibility, indiscriminately perpetrating lascivious egos. I wonder if you understand what I'm saying here.
When you did you just speak English?
Think about it, people's responsibility.
Okay, I understand, but, I always urge people, when you get the opportunity, speak so that the ordinary man on the street could,
Oh, well, the ordinary man will understand that, man. People with authority, people in authority have a responsibility involving the nation's credibility. And what is happening? People are indiscriminately perpetrating these sort of behaviors, lascivious egos. That is plain and simple to people on the street, man.
Okay.
Let's leave it like that for the time being. Thank you very much.
Have a good one. Very poetic. All right. Okay, folks, it's time for us to wrap up this morning. Thank you very much for being a part of the program. And if the good Lord spare our lives, we'll have another one tomorrow. And just be good. Remember, there's cricket on today. Go on out and support Team Windies. But in the final analysis, cricket will be the winner. Show off Grenada today in a big way. I love you. Bye-bye. The BBC's up next.